roofing, siding, windows. Yeah, here we are on the road again with Hallmark Remodelers. A brand new bathroom, a spectacular new kitchen. What do you want done? You know the people who are going to do it for you, Hallmark Remodelers. Now, if you want to get on the phone right now, call Uncle Al. He is waiting to hear from you to make your dream come true next. Toll-free number is 877-342-4838. Now, you know what? I wrote it down because there is so much that Hallmark can do. You know, for over 40 years, the best work with the best material at the absolute best price, you know that, has come your way from Hallmark Remodelers. And there is so much, there's a whole list on the website, hallmarkremodelers.com. You can certainly go to that. What do you need done? Windows, roofing, siding, thermal doors, energy-saving HVAC. There's all sorts of financing programs available, and there's tax issues and things you can get back with energy-efficient appliances, especially with the HVAC. Kitchens, bathrooms, insulation, basements, patios, flooring, additions, pavement. You want concrete, you want stone, you want fencing work done outside. It's a great time to do outside work. Hallmark Remodelers, all right? Electrical upgrades, painting, any sort of physical appearance improvement. Now, I always sort of say this. If it deals with a hammer and nails, Hallmark Remodelers is the company to do the work for you. Why? 40 years of experience. You know Hallmark Remodelers. I mean, we're talking about thousands of customers. And when it comes to financing, we should mention that millions of dollars not only are available, but if you go back over the past even just 10 years, tens of millions of dollars of financing has been acquired by Hallmark Remodelers. They know how to do it. From the paperwork in the background to the design work. Oh, you know what? If you have a vision and the vision is not too clear, call Uncle Al. He or one of his design staff will sit with you. They'll talk about colors. They'll talk about patterns. They'll talk about materials. They'll show you options. Anything that's in your head, whatever that dream is, whether it's really specific or just sort of vague and foggy, kind of like me, Hallmark Remodelers. I always like to say seeing is believing. Well, here we are again on the road with Hallmark. And what does that mean? That's right. We're going to talk to some folks and see some work that Hallmark Remodelers have done, like these folks. What did I tell you? This is a spectacular kitchen. We're in the home of Mrs. DeStefano, and I got to tell you something. Hallmark really did a number here. Do you love this kitchen?
I love it. It's beautiful. They did a wonderful job on this kitchen.
Now, it's fantastic. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of what makes it great, what was your experience with Hallmark like?
Oh, I loved Hallmark. They were excellent. I had called contractors in a number of times, and it took them weeks to give me an estimate.
Right.
Hallmark came in, and I had a big project here, and they gave me the estimate that night, and they stuck to it.
And
it was great.
It's spot on, huh?
Yes, it was wonderful.
All right. Now, you said it was a big job. I mean, this is a big kitchen with a lot of great detail. Yeah. Take me through it from the floor to the ceiling. What actually did Hallmark do?
Well, I had a kitchen that was only 15 by 12, so it was just in this area. And it was all gutted because I had a house fire. So everything was gutted, and they extended the kitchen and made it 24 by 15.
Oh, wow.
And they put all the granite counters, they installed all the cabinets.
Now I'm looking at these. You have granite here in the back. You have granite here in the middle. You have granite right around the sink area there. I love this center island. This is terrific.
Great. I love it too.
I mean, and you have you can feed a family you can feed 8 people or 10.
It's great for entertaining too. Everybody always hangs in the kitchen. So I have that little bar area over there, and we have our little cocktails and everything.
You really made it into it's almost like a living room is what it is. I'm looking at the dishwasher. How come the dishwasher looks a little higher than most?
Isn't that interesting?
I
decided that it would be better to have the dishwasher a little higher so you didn't have to bend over as much when you're loading the dishes.
And was that your idea or was that their idea?
Well, that was my idea.
That was your idea. Come on now. Yeah, but they had no problem doing it.
No, they had no problem with all my plans.
Oh, wow. It really came out terrific. Now, the cabinetry, I noticed, also upgraded, and they even down to the detail on the handles and knobs are spectacular.
Oh, yes. they did a great job on installing the knobs. I picked them out and they get them, and everything worked out fine.
All right, so you know what? You were happy with the service, you're happy with the work. You certainly got to be happy with this spectacular kitchen. One last thing, because I've been looking for it. The hi-hats and the lighting. The hi-hats in here are complemented by these hanging lamps. Again, every one of these pieces and the big ceiling fan. Did Hallmark put all of this in?
Yes, they did. They did it all.
All right, so, the question I always ask, because it's the easiest way to wrap things up. Somebody comes in and says, I'd like to get some work done too. Who do you tell them to call?
Hallmark.
Is that true? You're not just telling that because I'm here, right?
No, I really was satisfied with Hallmark.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. More great work from Hallmark Remodelers. Have you called Uncle Al yet? One of the joys of calling Hallmark Remodelers is talking to Al. He really is a wonderful guy. And you know what? 40 plus years of experience has made him, I hate to say it because it's going to go to his head, a little bit of a genius in the home remodeling industry. Whatever the job is, whatever you're thinking, whether it's a big renovation, a total addition from the ground up, from nothing, Hallmark Remodelers can do for you. Even if it's just a little fix-up. If you say, well, you know what, in the kitchen, I just want to hit the backsplash or do some small little thing. Hallmark Remodelers. Doesn't matter what kind of job it is. Now, when it comes to financing, Hallmark Remodelers is all over that. So, visit the website, hallmarkremodelers.com. Couldn't make that any easier. Or call us, 877-342-4838. Now, one of the things we're doing, we're going around to all sorts of places. We're looking at kitchens. We're looking at bathrooms. We're looking at yards. Right now is a great time to start thinking about all that outside work. You want a driveway done? You want concrete? You want stone? There's a million different options. And Hallmark will lay out every one of them for you. And I gotta stress again, the jobs are done, right? You don't last in this business for over 40 years doing Mets work. You know that. The work is top shelf. That's the best part. Second best part, the materials are the best quality you can get. And the third best part, maybe it's the first best part. Are you keeping track? I hope not. The best price. Nobody prices like Hallmark. If you're even thinking of any work to be done now, at the very least, call and consult with Hallmark Remodelers. Talk to Al. Tell him what you're doing. Tell him what you're thinking of doing. You're going to love the work, all right? You want, again, seeing is believing? Let's take a look. Hallmark Remodelers.
I want you to see the magic that Hallmark brought to the top of this home. You know what was here? You don't want to know what was here. Take a look at this. The first room we're in, and this is there's 3 additional rooms that Hallmark put into this home from floor to ceiling. Totally usable, totally beautiful, totally affordable. Look, this is now a work area. Come on, can you follow me here? All right, we're going to come down the hall. The bathroom, talk about the detail, the pedestal sink, the flooring. Look at that. That is spectacular. Now, before we get into this kids' room, I want you to see what Hallmark did downstairs. An entirely other bathroom. Does that make any sense? Well, yeah, it does. Take a look at this. Look at the flooring. I mean, you talk about spectacular attention to detail. This is what Hallmark does. And there's my favorite feature again, a TV in the bathroom. These are the kind of rooms that I would never come out of. I got to tell you something. Now, the homeowners here have told me that, again, when Hallmark came in, it was one of those things where the job was taken care of soup to nuts. There wasn't anything the homeowner needed to do. All of the designs as far as fixturing, as far as colors go, as far as flooring goes, you've got experts when you've got Hallmark. And now take a look at this room. This is a perfect kids room. It's like a great loft kids room here. You got the bed, this is all done floor to ceiling, additional space. And you know what was here? Something you wouldn't want to be part of, something you wouldn't want to live in. Now it's additional livable, usable, workable space.
All right, we're here on the job with Hallmark Remodelers, and I'm going to bring out my handy-dandy cheat sheet again because I got to read you this. Whatever you need done, all right? Windows, roofing, siding, thermal doors, energy-saving HVAC, that's heating and air conditioning, kitchens, bathroom, insulation, basements, patios, decks, flooring, and more. You know where to go, Hallmark Remodelers. Now, the first thing I got to tell you is call that number, 877-FHA-HUD8. There are special programs right now where not only can you qualify for up to $25,000 to get the remodeling work you need done, and believe me, when you spend money with Hallmark, I can't say this enough, you know the work is going to get done right. The work is going to get done on time. The work is going to be out of the best materials you could possibly buy. And the work is going to be, when you look at it, exactly what you dreamed it would be. Isn't that exactly what you want? Well, that's why you got to call Alan Cole Hallmark. I mean, you're talking to a guy and a company that's got better than 40 years of experience doing work everywhere. Oh, that's the other thing. Wherever you are, whether it's Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, out toward Allentown, toward Harrisburg, it doesn't matter. If you're seeing this program, Hallmark will come to you and do the work for you. All right, now, I talked to you about the financing and this special program. I'm going to say it again because when I said it before, I got emails, I got texts saying, what do you mean? I don't get it. Is that true? Hallmark's got a program. That's why you got to call 877-FHA-HUD8, where your home will actually pay you for the remodeling work that Hallmark does. How does it work? Well, it's magic. No, really. Your home will pay you to do that work. You gotta call Al and you gotta say, Al, what's the deal with this program? What do I qualify for? Al's definitely gonna let you know. And I mean, when you've got a person and when you've got a company behind that person with so much experience and so much know-how, and it's so diverse, okay? And you've seen some of the people here that have such nice things to say. You're gonna see more of them. That's why you've gotta say, you know what? These are the guys that can work for me. I can trust them. I know they're going to be here on time. I know they're going to do the work, and I know the price is going to be right. All right? Call the number 877-FHA-HUD8. Find out about the financing programs. You may qualify for up to $25,000 right now. You may be able to have your home pay you to do the remodeling work from Hallmark Remodelers. That'd be kind of cool. And of course, you may turn into the next person who says, I love the work that Hallmark Remodelers did for my home, just like these folks.
Are you going to love what's in here? We are in the home of Mrs. Julie McMenamin. I got to tell you something. This kitchen is something special. Do you love it?
Yes, I do.
All right, I thought so. So do me a favor. Tell me what the process was when you talked to Hallmark. How did you get them to do this project for you?
It was a lot of work. They came out, they showed us what they had, and then we had to decide what we wanted, basically. But it was hard picking out the colors. That was the biggest thing.
Because you had so many choices?
Yes, a lot of choices.
That's what I figured. All right, so now what was done in here? If you would take us step by step, because I see there's a lot of really nice detail work, especially in the flooring and the baseboards, in the trim around the windows and the doors. Tell me what was done.
They basically ripped out the entire kitchen and my flooring, and they had to do a wet bed, that's what they call it, so that I could get a nice even floor.
Now, what is this? Is this a marble tile? What am I looking at?
A ceramic tile.
Ceramic tile. That's really, really pretty. Now, again, how many choices did you have when you looked at that?
Oh, way too many. Way too many. But I like basic, simple colors, and that's what I finally went with, a neutral tone.
All right, so let's move up off the floor. Talk to me about the trim, because I really like the wood trim around the doors and the windows.
Well, we had white trim around there before. They took all the old white trim off and put a beautiful wood up, and then we stained it afterwards and to try to match the cabinets the best we could.
You really, let me tell you something. You've done good. Okay, speaking of the cabinets, talk to me about the cabinets. I mean, everything from the detail on them to what appears to be really upgraded handles.
Yes, the handles, we've never had handles before, and we really it took us a while to pick those out because we wanted one color and then the other, dark, light, we weren't sure, but we really liked them.
Right.
And the color, I just love the color. We had a much lighter wood before, and we wanted to go something deeper but not too dark, and this is perfect.
The countertops, really spectacular.
I love these countertops. I had Formica countertops before. They were starting to crack and look dull and everything, and this is just fabulous.
And they redid, obviously, the backsplash as well?
Backsplash. That's a special tile, and that's, again, they said it was very, very hard to cut, and I can't remember exactly the type it was, but we picked out so many different colors, we weren't even sure what we had when they were finished. Till they put it up, we were like, oh, that's the color we picked, and we loved it.
What was it like working with Hallmark?
Good. Bruce, who came in and did our kitchen, did a fantastic job, and he listened to anything I had to ask about or tried to, fix things the way I wanted them.
Most important part, was it done the way you wanted it? Was it done timely? Did it come in on budget? How did we do?
Oh, great.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, everything was good. Everything came out the way we wanted it, and on time.
That most important. Now, as we're looking around the kitchen, we also did a little snooping around the outside of the home. What was done outside?
We had a new roof and all new siding put on. Changed the whole look of the house.
What did it look like before?
It was a pale blue siding with a dark roof The original.
Pale, but wow, you really did change the look, didn't
Yeah,
you?
well, the blue was supposed to be a deeper blue, but it faded over the years, and that's when we decided we finally needed new siding. And they did a spectacular job on the roof and the siding.
One more thing in the kitchen. Can we come back here? Because I know we were looking outside at the siding on the windows. The hi-hats. Tell me about that.
Oh, I love my new hi-hats. It makes the kitchen so much brighter. And
you did something smart, didn't you? Because these are not incandescent bulbs.
No, we put in this energy saver lights because they do save a lot of energy.
The last question is, you're satisfied, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if somebody were to come to you, I have to do this. I know it's like playing around. If somebody were to come to you and say, I'm thinking about getting something done in my house, what would you tell them?
You can talk to Al.
I will come to your house and I will paint it for you. And now come on. You know that when you call 877-FHA-HUDA to speak to Al and you're dealing with Hallmark Remodelers, you're not going to get someone like me who doesn't know anything about what they're doing. You're going to get people who are expert at what they do. They've been doing it for 4 decades. Now, no matter what the job is, and it certainly could be paint, it could be anything. It could be a kitchen. It could be a bathroom. You've seen some of them here already. It could be roofing, siding, a deck, a patio, driveway work, concrete work. It could be HVAC. Whatever the work is, could be windows. You know that Hallmark Remodelers is going to deliver for you. Now, the thing is, Al has been doing this and Hallmark has been doing this for 40 years. And the most important test, when you look at the work that they've done, are what the people say about the work and about the whole experience. You've seen some of that, you're going to see more of it. But there's also something else that's extremely exciting. See that number, 877-FHA-HUD8? Call the number. Why? Because right now you could qualify up to $25,000 for your home improvement work. Even better, and I've said this already a couple of times, and people have been asking some questions, between these little segments here. What's it all about? Do you believe it? It's true. Your home will pay you to do your remodeling work. How does it work? Do me a favor. Call the number, 877-FHA-HUDA. Doesn't matter who you are or what you qualify for. If you need work done, if you want work done, you want it done right, you want it done with the best materials, you want it done so that at the end you go, wow, I'm loving whatever it is you have done, you got to call Hallmark Remodelers. Because he's got a list, as long as 2 arms, of folks that just can't say enough good things about him and about the work that Hallmark does. And the reason is, again, experience and dedication. Experience, yeah, we've been there, done that. It's not a guy who was painting something one day and says, oh, gee, I'll be able to install that thing you want. No. Whatever the thing is, a bathroom, a kitchen, roofing, siding, windows, a deck, I can go on and on and on, and I've done that already. Hallmark will deliver the product you want. So do me a favor. You need work done, you want work done, call the number 877-FHA-HUD8. Go to the website, that's easy, hallmarkremodelers.com. And don't take my word for it. Take it from these folks. So every now and then, we like to show you a little bit before and a little bit after. When you see work that Hallmark Remodelers does from the ground up, that's where it really gets impressive. Now, we are here in the home of Mrs. Daniels. Mrs. Daniels is not having 1 bathroom done. She's not having 2 bathrooms done. She's not having 3 bathrooms done. She's having 3 bathrooms done and a kitchen. Everything is going on. Why? Because when you sit down with Al and you start talking about remodeling projects, I'm telling you, the choice becomes so crystal clear. Hallmark Remodelers. For price, for quality, doesn't matter what you're talking about. You know the answer is going to be Hallmark. Now, what we want to do, first of all, let's take a look at bathroom number 1. Come here. I want you to see, this is the before stuff. Now, understand, this is before. This is not after. You can see that they're telling me the shower doesn't work, so there's going to be a new shower. Look at this. There's going to be a new floor. There's going to be new walls. It is going to be night and day. So remember this. This is bathroom number 1. What we're going to do is we'll take a look. You know what we'll do now? Let's take a look, if you will, at bathroom number 2. Now, you can see here in bathroom number 2, there's already work going on. This is the work you'd normally expect to see. The floor is being ripped out. The walls are being treated. The ceiling is being treated. There's going to be new fixtures. There's going to be new everything inside of it. Now, come on back to me here for a second. Okay, so here we are in bathroom number 1. You saw number 2. We'll go and we'll take a look at number 3 in a second. And of course, we'll talk with Mrs. Daniels and we'll take a look at the kitchen too.
And then in a couple of weeks, whenever they're done with it, we're going to come back here and we're going to show you the dramatic before and after. So please, drink it all in, enjoy what it is, and then we'll see what it's like. Now, you really don't have to wait weeks because you're going to see something spectacular. You know it's going to be beautiful. You know what kind of work Hallmark does. Whatever the project is, whatever you need done, whether it's 1, 2, 3 bathrooms, a kitchen, a whole house, roofing, siding, windows, a deck, Hallmark Remodelers. Tell you what, why don't we go downstairs? Let's take a look at bathroom number 3 and that kitchen we're talking about. And through the magic of television, here we are in bathroom number 3. Now, we haven't gotten to the kitchen yet, but come here, I want you to see something. First of all, what's happening here again, a totally new, beautiful bathroom. I want you to take a look around. You'll see, yeah, there are some issues. It's not quite the newest place. How many politically correct words can I figure it out? It needs some help. All right, now, look, in this area here, and you can take a look around here. I want you to take a look and see this. What we're going to do is we're actually going to be putting one of those sit-in bath shower units, for senior citizens. That's something you really ought to remember and consider. But if you have a special need, if you have any kind of issue, whether it's a ramp, whether it's, again, something like this where you need special fixturing, talk to Al. Hallmark can do it. Doesn't matter whether it's a big job or a small job, whatever the job is. Bathrooms, kitchens, doesn't matter. Whether it's the whole house, one room in the house, call Hallmark Remodelers because you know the job is going to get done right, it's going to get done on time, and it's going to get done at the right price. So you've seen the 3 bathrooms. Now let's take a look at the kitchen and meet the Daniels. Okay, so take a look. Here is the kitchen. You've seen all 3 bathrooms. This is the kitchen. Take a look around. You're going to see what's going to be done. You're going to see this is all the before stuff. We should flash on the screen before, because when you get to the after pictures, that's where you're going to see the magic of what Hallmark Remodelers is. Now, I promised you we're going to meet Gwen. Come on over here. Gwen, this is a lot of work you have done in this home.
Yes.
3 bathrooms and a kitchen?
Yes.
What possessed you to do all of it at once?
Because we need it really bad. And my man here is a good man to get the work done.
I was going to ask you about Uncle Al. I have told people over and over and over again. I mean, Hallmark Remodelers is a big company,
yes.
But when you boil it down, you make a phone call, and Uncle Al comes out.
That's right.
How was he to work with, for real?
Beautiful man. I love Uncle Al, okay? And he's the man to talk to all the time.
Well, I realize that. What exactly was the process? Did he come out here to, talk about design or talk about what how'd it work?
Yeah, he talked to us. He showed us pictures, what the work looked like and what it looked afterwards. He showed us everything before we even started.
Okay, so the beginning part of the process, this is the important part, because what we're going to do, so far, you're pretty happy with Al and Hallmark.
Yes.
It's been rocking and rolling the way you want, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. We've seen the 3 bathrooms, we've seen the kitchen. Now, I'm fully intending to come back here when all the stuff is done after.
I want you to.
And I want to see the tears.
Okay. Say one more thing.
All right.
Whenever you call Al, he responds.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's what, and again, we've said that before also.
Yes.
It's one of the most important things. I don't know if you've worked with other contractors
Right.
before. And, we've done comparison studies before. We've talked to other people. That's a big problem.
Yes, it
you
is.
call somebody, make an appointment, and they don't
And
show up.
Get right back to me.
What did I tell you? You've seen all the before stuff. If you want to start a project, whether it's a kitchen, whether it's a couple of kitchens or a couple of bathrooms,
Yes.
you get on that phone right now, go to the website, Hallmark Remodelers. Oh, this is my favorite part. This is the part, it's like the reveal part. We've all seen the before stuff. You took a look at that. Now, remember what this bathroom looked like? Come on in, I want you to see this. This is what Hallmark Remodelers does. No matter what the project is, no matter what your project is, take a look at this bathroom. Do you remember what was in here? We can show you the before pictures. Now you can take a look at the after pictures. Look at this. This is one beautiful bathroom. This is one beautiful shower, beautiful cabinetry, beautiful walls, beautiful toilet. Everything in here is beautiful because Hallmark did it. Now, here's the net result. The net result is this. It's a project that is absolutely gorgeous. It's a project where the homeowners are more than thrilled that they're going to have this for years, for decades to come, and they're going to be able to enjoy it every single day. And it's a project where price was a major consideration, and Hallmark, once again, hit another home run for happy homeowners. Because when it comes to price, when it comes to financing, when it comes to doing these deals, that's why we have that number, 877-FHA-HUD8. That's why we know, and that's why we tell you, if you've got to find money, you've got to find ways to finance these things, you want your home to help you pay for the project, you gotta call Hallmark. Not only does Hallmark have all of the expertise when it comes to workmanship, when it comes to material, when it comes to taking something like these bathrooms, I mean, my goodness, you saw what the before was. Look at what we're looking at now. This is spectacular. Nobody knows how to do that better than Hallmark. You know, you don't survive in this business for over 40 years without knowing exactly how to do it and exactly how to do it right. That's the magic of Hallmark. So right now, you know what? We've got more to see in this house. We've seen the bathrooms, okay? Wait till you see this. Before, and here's what it looks like now. I know, take a look. Wow, wow, wow. Every time Hallmark does a job, doesn't matter what that job is, whether it's inside the home, kitchen, bath, addition, and you've seen the kind of renovation Hallmark does. I mean, even you know, if it's just a small flooring project, wow, wow, wow. You want to do something outside the house? You know, now's the perfect time to think about that. Whether it's a deck, whether you're redoing walkways or driveways, whatever it might be, roofing, window siding, Hallmark Remodelers. You know, we have that special number set up right now for that financing deal. I'm going to tell you something. If you need to finance, if you need to find money for these projects, if you need your house to help you out with financing, you gotta call Uncle Al, you gotta call Hallmark Remodelers, because your dream will come true next.
All right, we're gonna go to the cheat sheet one more time. We are just about out of time. You gotta love the work that Hallmark Remodelers does. First of all, the work speaks for itself, but you've seen so many people, person after person, whether it deals with Hallmark's reliability, and you know how far that goes, whether it deals with their professional design expertise, whether it deals with the materials they use, and of course, certainly about price and financing. You know, nobody beats Hallmark. So right now, what kind of dream job do you have? Your dream comes true next. All you got to do is get on the phone, call Uncle Al. He's waiting to hear from you right now. 877-342-4838, or you could go to the website. That's pretty easy. We made an easy one for you. HallmarkRemodelers.com. You know what? I wonder whether we can do this real quick. If we can show the brand new website, let's take a look at that. This is a shot. It's very, very easy to get around. You can see some pictures. There's a contact form. There's a thing about financing on there. Go to the website, HallmarkRemodelers.com. Now I got my handy cheat sheet here. What's the job you need done? Windows, roofing, siding, doors, HVAC. You know, there's all sorts of things going on with new HVAC, from the money it'll save you energy-wise, you know that. There's also tax issues with the new HVAC as well. Kitchens, bathrooms, you've seen some beautiful work, right? Insulation, basements, patios, decks, flooring, additions, pavement, electrical upgrades, anything that has to do with a hammer and nails, Hallmark Remodelers, HallmarkRemodelers.com. Get on the phone, call now, make your dream come true next from Hallmark Remodelers.